Is Joe Biden about to resign as president of the United States and let Kamala Harris take over? Well, experts are conflicted after his health condition has apparently gotten worse. We're uncovering this story and so much more here on the Gateway Pundits Week in Review. My name is Elijah Schaffer, and this is the Gateway Pundits Week in Review, where we cover the top 5 stories of the last 24 hours in around 10 minutes. Our top story today from Christina Lila reports that Joe Biden has gotten worse since he dropped out of the 2024 race. Heavily slurs at Labor Day campaign event with Kamala. Watch the videos below. Joe Biden, the alleged president, is back, and he is worse than ever. Biden landed in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on Monday to participate in a Labor Day campaign event with Kamala Harris. He just couldn't help himself. It says here that right as he arrived, he began to sniff a baby. I know that seems kind of unlike him, but check this out. I wonder why he always does that. He always gets in the face of children. I feel like children get intimidated when you do that. I'm a father. I feel like you need to be kind, especially with kids who are not your own. Now, when he was on stage, he had some gibberish to say. Listen to Joe Biden try to speak English.
You no longer be the manufacturing capital of the world. Where the hell is that written? We are the greatest manufacturing city or county in the world, state in the world, state in the world. We're going to remain that way. Eric Dean, the Iron Workers. Tim Driscoll, the bricklayer. April Bell, the SEIU. Lee Saunders, the Aspen, the Great Trump. And Jimmy Williams, the Painters, Allied Trades, and then his dad. His dad's a really good man. Mike Coleman, the sheet metal worker.
Yeah, this man is not making any sense. Now, obviously, people are worried about his declining health condition. Here's another clip of him trying to speak, and here's what he had to say.
We're going to let that son of a gun do that again? Folks, we made a lot of progress, and Kamala and I are going to build on that progress, and she's going to build on it. I'll be on the sidelines, but I'll do everything I can to help.
Now, obviously, experts in a recent podcast even said, look, they might not let Trump win, and they might actually require him to pull out, put Kamala Harris into power, and maybe even do something even more serious. Now, many are wondering, is he going to pull out of the presidency after he already dropped out of the race? Well, the fact that he's slurring and he's hardly seen anywhere, not even campaigning for Kamala Harris, leaves experts conflicted. Many won't even answer the question. They won't rule it out. And that's a problem that we have as a species and a people, is that we just don't have any truth in the modern era. How do we continue like this? I don't really know. Now, our next story from the GatewayPundit.com, the FBI arrests former Deputy Chief of Staff for New York Governor Kathy Hochul for acting as an agent of the Chinese Communist government. Check this out. Linda Sun, a former high-ranking aide to New York Governor Kathy Hochul, was arrested alongside her husband, Christopher Hu, on Tuesday morning following a federal raid on their Long Island home earlier this year. The couple is scheduled to appear in a Brooklyn court on Tuesday afternoon, per the Daily Mail. The arrest confirmed by the FBI came after a raid on their Long Island home earlier this year. The FBI conducted a pre-dawn raid on the $3.5 million Long Island home. The lavish 5-bedroom home, located in a gated community called Stonehill in Long Island, was searched thoroughly by agents, though it remains undisclosed whether any items were seized during the operation. Sources told the New York Post that the search warrant was issued by the U.S. Attorney's Office in Brooklyn, although officials there have remained tight-lipped, declining any comment on the ongoing investigation. The reason for the raid remains unclear, and neither Sun nor her husband, Chris Hu, have been accused of any criminal activity. No arrests were made during the operation. Sun has had a long career in various government roles across New York State. Her tenure includes working under both Governor Hochul and former Governor Andrew Cuomo. In 2021, she was appointed Deputy Chief of Staff. She left her chamber role after 15 months and took a job as Commissioner for Strategic Business Development. However, she left last year following allegations of misconduct. According to sources familiar with the matter, the misconduct was serious enough to be referred to law enforcement. Her son's husband, Chris Hu, operates a high-end liquor store in Flushing, Queens called Levine Wine and Spirits. He also incorporated several businesses over the past decade. Now, we don't know exactly the full details. We'll continue to cover them as they develop. Our next story is quite shocking. It appears that 32 armed Venezuelan gang members overtake an apartment complex in the sanctuary city of Chicago. We have the 911 call here. American citizens have been watching in shock as Venezuelan gangs are taking over apartment complexes in Aurora, Colorado, just outside of Denver. Denver is a hot spot for dumping Venezuelans who cross our borders, while Joe Biden's border czar, Kamala Harris, sat back and watched the crisis unfold. Caution, Kamala's illegals. Now, last night, a shocking 911 call was shared by libs of TikTok on X that revealed 32 armed Venezuelan migrants were attempting to overtake an apartment complex in Chicago last night. The recorded call can be heard in the tweet below. We have a transcript of the call, but it's better just to listen to the exact reality. This is what's happening every day and has been for over decades. Listen.
Unit 10-3, I'm City West, person with a gun, 6124 South King Drive. Caller says 32 Venezuelans are trespassing the building, showing guns in the courtyard, and they have motorcycles in the courtyard as well. Also, while they're filled, nothing further is unclear. Hey, I'm sorry, you headed over to the shop letter to the 6124 and King for the migrants?
Okay, good.
Alright, 10-4. There's another available unit to arrive at 310. We had multiple calls. First with the gun, 6124 South King. Also came over to disturbance large gathering. Said to be 32 Venezuelans trespassing in the building property, showing guns in the courtyard. They have motorcycles in the courtway, all stairwells filled, and nothing further.
Well, it's not shocking to me after seeing everything that's been happening in our country. The shocking reality that this is happening every day in our nation blows my mind. Now, this has been happening since the 70s. In fact, crime is a little bit better today than the 90s. But still, the fact that we have illegal gangs and this is only becoming understood by the middle class today is what's even more shocking. I'm from Los Angeles, and I even had my city block taken over by an illegal gang. And that was back in the 90s when I was just a little child. I remember we had to move. There were death threats against my father. But the fact that these illegals and these, groups of gangs are spreading across the country and people are thinking, oh, shoot, we're not just worried about legal gangs, African-American gangs, but this is a new development that I'm not for sure we're ready to confront. Now, do you know this? Have you ever wondered what happened to the legendary Chuck Norris? Now, I recently saw a video that he made and I was shocked. He's actually in his 80s and he's still kicking butt and working out and staying active. What's even more shocking is actually he's stronger and can work out longer, even has plenty of energy left over for his grandkids. And we did this by just making one change. He says he still feels like he's in his 50s. His wife even started doing this one thing too, and she's never even felt better. She says she feels 10 years younger. Her body looks leaner and she has energy all day. Now, Chuck made a special video that explains everything. Make sure you watch it by going to chuckdefense.com/pundit. or by clicking in the link below this video. It'll change the way that you think about your health forever. Once again, that's chuckdefense.com/pundit. Click on the link in the description below to watch the video now. You won't believe how simple it is. Just a reminder, the legendary Chuck Schwartz is a whopping 84 years old and has more energy than me. He's discovered that he could create a dramatic change to his health simply by focusing on 3 things that sabotage our body as we age. Watch his method by clicking the link in the description below. Now, amazingly, with all of this stuff that we're talking about, it's as no surprise that there were fake ads around the country endorsing Kamala Harris as the official candidate of the Philadelphia Eagles. This now sparks outrage among fans, and team issues a statement. You can see the ad here saying Kamala, the official candidate of the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles made headlines after advertisements that seemed to depict the team endorsing Kamala Harris appeared plastered all around the city of brotherly love on Monday. The misleading ad showcased Harris in an Eagles uniform and included text that falsely claimed to be an official endorsement from the popular NFL franchise. Fans of the team quickly took to social media to express outrage going down the matter. In response to the controversy, the team immediately issued a statement distancing itself from the political fray. We are aware that counterfeit political ads are being circulated and are working with our advertising partner to have them removed. So I guess it's just a false alarm. The next story is interesting, and you should make sure you pay attention to this. Brown love is the most beautiful kind. All 90 pages of the Nashville transgender shooter Audrey Manifesto were released. If you remember the shooter, all 90 pages were released of the transgender school shooter. You can download the manifesto on our website at thegatewaypundit.com. Contents from the manifesto of the Covenant School shooter, Audrey Elizabeth Hale, a biological female who identified as a transgender male at the time of her horrific attack in 2023, was leaked earlier this year. Now, the Tennessee Star released more of it. You'll have to check it out on our website, where she explains that she is transgender and that she really doesn't like white people. Now you know why they wanted to hide it from the American public. Now, if you want more videos like this, don't forget to sign up for directly to our mug club at thegatewaypundit.com. Shout out to our sponsor today, at chuckdefense.com/pundit. Make sure that you click it there and find out how you can take back your health. My name is Elijah Schaffer. Have a great rest of the week, and may God bless the United States of America. I'm signing out.